Yeah, but the Blues Brothers is also, reminds me of my father too. We were in a band together, and we used to do their whole set live in New York City. Ted was in that band too. Yeah, we used to do a bunch of that shit. We did yeah, we did all that. We did Tower, like I told you, we did Tower of Power. We did we did all the hidden weird soul, soul music, and with a deep emphasis on blues too. Father liked the blues a lot. I like it too, but it's just got to be the right shit. That's how I got my taste for Robert Johnson and shit. Like I used to come home from junior high, and my father would come home at the same time, and that's around the time. I mean, he had it on reel to reel, but he only had certain tracks, and the quality was terrible. But that Robert Johnson box set came out 1990 maybe 89, and that was a big fucking deal. They ran it through these filters. I don't know what they were using in 1990. They did have like Aphex oral exciters, and they did have like de-essers and depoppers and psychoacoustic processors and and things like that. I have to keep stopping. And different filters like from Dolby Labs, and they also had great dynamic level expansion, those BBE things, uh, and compressors. And so what they did was they cleaned up all those old shellac Robert Johnson records that ran at 78, and they put it on a box set. And they did each record would have a the records would come one sided. Like, the one on side one would be take one, on side two would be take two, and they pitch corrected it, or that was a big point of contention, is they were trying to find the recording pitch, and the shit was starting to meander, and it's still an actual question. People are actually questioning what is the actual recording pitch, because when you listen to that Robert Johnson shit, at times I mean, to me, I never heard no guitar like that. I seen John Hammond do his interpretation of Robert Johnson. But when you listen to these Robert Johnson things, it's like there's demons or devils or some kind of extra guitar noise that's going on, and you can hear his rings slapping on the neck. You hear his slide slapping on the neck, and this um this basic boogie woogie where he's using the bottom strings for bass and doing treble slides on top. It's like there's two guitar players playing. It's super creepy. And I used to come home every day and put that on, and I'd fall asleep listening to it, and I fell in love with it. And they also went deep into trying to figure out the actual lyrics correctly, which they did a good job. He used a lot of words that were out of usage, and it was incredible. Robert fucking Johnson. And then they were searching for like two or three extra missing tracks that supposedly existed. They couldn't find, which I think they eventually found out that he did not do. Whatever he did was on that box set. And that's the shit that kicked off the electric British. It started in Greenwich Village, I think, and then it didn't start there, but they also had it there too, and it went to England. A certain record company, I forget the name of it, put out these these acetate dubs onto 12-inch of Robert Johnson, and that's where Eric Clapton pretty much launched his thing, you know, and a lot of those British guitar players heard that shit for the first time. But that's what I like. That's the kind of blues I liked, and I still like it. That's not 12 bar ultra slow, dun 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 dun. Dun. That's busy blues. Some walking, shuffling, running blues. Yeah, there's definitely a douchebag that's back that keeps chanting, "Shut up, the cats are going nuts," and I keep hearing it with my headphones on. These white blues guys, they get so into it. They're like, "Yeah, we're doing the blues now." It's like, no, that's not Robert Johnson. Robert Johnson used multiple tunings that are unknown. He used a capo. He used, or, no, he did, but he used things to put underneath the strings, and these strange tunings nobody can figure out. These open B, open C, 4 and 20 tunings, Dad Gad, Baghdad. He had them all in different stylings. And it makes me wonder because what was he, 27 too when he died? I think he was around there. Where do you learn to play guitar? I mean, you have to be a lazy, shiftless piece of shit. Supposedly he didn't want to work on the plantation. And I don't care how much you practice, you don't get that good. He had a little help from the devil. It sounds like, to me, it does. Even in the recordings, it does. It sounds like more than one guitar. Or it sounds like some kind of trickery. But that shit back then went direct to shellac. You know, because when he went to Texas to do it, he came in, faced the wall. There was a block of ice with a fan running because it was 110 degrees, blowing on him. And he turned his back for acoustics or to hide what he was doing from the other guitar players that were in the room waiting to put their tracks down. You can almost feel it when you listen to that. It's like it's 110 degrees in Texas. You know. Here comes Robert. My favorite thing these days, what I really like to listen to these days, is Charlie Patton. You know, I was playing that all summer, and some dude 2 houses down was complaining about his voice. It's like, dude, this is a crash course in Americana folk music. You know, I don't like this. It's like, what are you from? What are you from Europe or something? This is deep Americana. You didn't like Charlie's voice. That's what I tell you. Don't tell me no.